Hello, everybody, how you doing? It is early morning, it is the wind-up, and, well, let's get wound up, I reckon. This is just kinda what we do on our days. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. And this morning it's been fairly slow. Went ahead and got the litter changed out. I didn't dump it, I just scraped and scooped it. Put on my mask. I guess I dumped the tray. Realized that my phantom pooper has been running. Fed the dogs and cats. Shifu still thinks he's gonna get extra food for some reason. And I would love to give him extra food, y'all, but times be hard. I've been feeding him with scraps from the restaurant just because bag food is expensive if they ain't gonna eat it all. We'll get him fresh bag food today after work, likely with tips. We'll see what happens. And we'll try to do a walk-in stream, y'all. The weather's being finicky, to say the least. Give me a moment. Shifu, leave the cats alone. He's trying to go after their food because the dog, and don't feel bad for them, by the way. They've got full bowls of chicken and a little bit of rice, but mostly chicken. And they're just being greedy little piggies right now. They are far from not taken care of. Let's see. Oh goody, around 4 a.m. we're expecting scattered storms. And then by 6 a.m. just partially cloudy. 6:52 we got sunrise. 7 in the rest of the day. Supposedly, according to this, will be 70 or higher. Yep, y'all, the storming for 3 days has not yet broken this heat sink. I wonder, Shifu, behave. This heat sink that we're stuck in does not seem to be being broken by the water. Perhaps it's all the humidity that's causing it then. As I said, I don't know, y'all. I'm not a meteorologist. I think we should pay meteorologists, but you know. Either way. Poignant things according to my YouTube of the day have been Sydney Sweeney and Calvin Klein doing Nazi shit. Tim Pool's a damn dipshit. Apparently, I need to rethink my hot take on the South Park episode not being that bad. Well, nobody thinks it was bad other than right-wing nutjobs, but the newest South Park, the one lambasting Donald Trump, 1 minute. With rain being expected in the area, unfortunately, I'll be probably not able to collect any trash today to carry in, which is a shame. But, I mean, y'all, maybe that's what we'll talk about if we do a walk and talk is, y'all, I would love to be the one to tell you that it's like the Cult of the Lamb or it's like blank video game, just all you gotta do is, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Y'all, there's more to it than just to do it. You gotta, in the case of what I do with walking in and collecting garbage, you gotta be of a mindset that you can. And even though I'm of the mindset and whatnot, it's still, you gotta be able to, you know what I mean? And with the rain getting ready to come in and possibly be coming down on me, I'm probably not gonna have my sun hat today either. Just because, you know, again, it's not really I'd rather wear my hat, but with the way things are going, I don't want it to get ruined in the rain. And I'll need my poncho, so can't wear the hat. Life's sort of like a big old long survival game. You just don't get a redo, and you don't get any redos on any of the days. And when it's over, no one's gonna save the memories or no one's saving your data but you. And in that thought process, I thought about maybe I'll start, I don't know, recording my tasks day to day in a bullet list. Because I realized yesterday with the way Alan and some of my coworkers described their daily affairs, I'm like, holy shit, y'all's busy days would be a fucking vacation for me. What do you mean, Travis? Yesterday I was up till 11 o'clock. I scrolled for over 8 hours on TikTok. Alan, TikTok, you're not... Now again, I personally don't care for TikTok because there's nothing productive going on there. I'm sorry if you feel otherwise, but you're not going to teach anything definitive in less than 5 minutes. You're not going to impart any actual wisdom. You can tell somebody something real quick. Like, I could hop on TikTok real quick and be like, hey, by the way, Trump molested children, and we know so because he wrote this really creepy note and drew a really creepy doodle for Jeffrey Epstein. By the way, Jeffrey Epstein's footage from trial, his interrogation footage has come out, and it's weird that he comped to molesting the children. He comped to trafficking the children. The thing he didn't comp to was, well, were you friends with Trump? Well, I'd like to say I was friends with Mr. Trump, but, you know, friends don't really talk about that sort of thing, so I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. And I don't really know what that means as an overall, because to me that means, wow, you are so bad that someone would rather admit to being a pedophile than being your friend. Wow. I don't know if I could make a better insult than that. But still, it's, you know. That's it, you can fit little things into 5-minute blurbs, but as far as, like, can you teach anyone anything? I personally and honestly I don't think so. And that's not to be a dick about it. Again, my goal isn't to be that old person in your kids in your TikTok, go read a book. No. Although I do think y'all should read. Reading is a great way to stay informed. But, no, I just think that, you know, we can have our entertainment. But so many people are, well, I had my vegetables today. Oh, did you? Yep, it was broccoli-flavored ice cream with no actual veggies in it. Then you didn't eat your veggies, friend. I did my homework today. Okay, cool. What homework did you do? I asked ChatGPT a question. Okay, did you follow that up with anything? Like, did you take the information chat gave you and put it into, I don't know, Google, Bing? I don't believe GoDaddy or Jeeves are a thing anymore, but did you check that? No, I asked ChatGPT and then I ran with it like a fucking slack-jawed imbecile. Ah, cool. So, you didn't do anything really then, did you? That's a big problem. We've become so used to doing nothing that we start to think the minimum is enough, and it's just not. I don't know, y'all. I'm about to make a less than 8-minute video on here and then skip over to Cult of the Lamb after I go to the bathroom right quick, because my guts be a-bubbling, and I'm not going to make y'all watch me, you know, just stand here and stare at something for I don't know how long. Like I said, y'all, I don't want it to always be so I will say that our friend at our Alabamian friend, 1 minute, I'll look at him up specifically because he's always in my shorts real quick, fast and in a hurry. I wish he would make more long-form content like how he's doing exactly what he's doing. Because he covers, you know, gather seeds from this plant, but he doesn't, like, break it down one step at a time. But then again, I think I kind of get it. Hell, I got quite a few sticks of okra that have gone a little bit bad, but the seeds are real good, so I'm getting ready to, one of these days, and I might make a video of it, strip all the seeds out the okra so that as I walk I can throw some okra seeds out for the wild plants. See, the other problem is just the way shorts are. I'll see him when he pops up. But because he doesn't do a lot of long-form content, his stuff's all the way at the bottom of my feed. Yoshi's popping off in my feed. That little Asian singing fellow. The whole, nothing grows in sunshine, we all grow in rain. Da, 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 da. You gotta get used to the pain. That fellow, I love that guy. He's in my shorts too. I'm gonna write down the Alabama fellow because it's not pissed off bartender. I haven't seen any content lately. Hope he's doing okay, and it's been fun stuff keeping him away, not, you know, like sad stuff or bad stuff or, you know. I'd like for it to be glad stuff. I don't know. I'm trying real hard to stay positive, y'all. Forcing positivity in a world of undue darkness. Ooh, okay, so that might pose a problem later. Alright, we'll just head down some more then. I said, y'all, I wish I knew what the hell this channel was. I was trying to ask one of my dear co-workers, Miss Rose, who has a boyfriend now. Rose has a boyfriend. Aww. I know I sound pathetic when I do that, but it's just, aww. Genuinely, no incelliness at all here. I am very happy for her and him. I genuinely, and yeah, it was one of my well, aren't you jealous? No, kid, I'm not. Why would I be? Well, because doesn't that mean she's off the table? Kid, I'm ace. Everyone's off of my particular table in that sense. Outside of that, even if I wasn't ace, she's 21 and I'm 36. Nothing against the age gap if you and your, like, lover happen to be a different age gap like that, but it's like, no. I like my partners slightly older than me, to my age, not... If they're going to be younger than me, more than 5 years makes me feel gross. But that's just, again, I'm not judging nobody, that's just me. In my opinion, if we don't share similar world events happening to shape our lives, I don't know what basis we're going to go off of when we discuss things, you know? I mean, it's like, honestly, Liz and I could probably be tolerable friends. Except she's on that fucking boomer Gen X stupid shit of, oh, I'm so star-spangled special. No one was abused but us. We were the greatest of the greatest of the greatest. Yeah, our grandparents might have fought in World War II, but I tell you what, boys, Gen X is the shit. Grunge was the greatest thing in the world, wasn't it? And I'm just like, bitch, I'm an elder millennial. I remember that shit. Big difference is that, you know. Oh, hello. Can I just knock him down without dying? That'd be awesome. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I hate this game. Alright, well that was a very irrational reaction, but now we get to change our fucking thing again. I'm still holding having to go to the bathroom, but let's fix this. We're gonna call this one attempt 28, because we got two 26s there, so... Attempt 28 for bedrock. Oh, that is the R. Wow. Okay, we're not doing that. Attempt 28 for bedrock. Attempt 28 for bedrock. days to beat 187. Alright. I just realized with Jesse quitting at work, that means I'm just going to be stuck with Gayland and Alan and... oh, at least we still got Rose. And Kat. And Denise. I'm just, you know... I miss having a team. A team, you know? Either way. Seed or world seed is 32, 57, 84, 03, 88, 50, 49, 53, 78, and 7. To slow it down and go one digit at a time, that is Shifu. You want up on the couch? Every time I gotta do something, Malaka, you want up on the fucking couch. Sorry guys, give me a minute. You know how it is, babies come first. Well, come the fuck here. I'm not throwing my back out before work, son. Are you wanting up on the couch or not? Come here. Not throwing my back out, my little piglet. There we go. Thank you. Was that so hard? You gotta come to me if you want up on things, boy. I'm sorry, you weigh about 30 pounds. I'm not gonna be able to extend my arms all the way out, crouch down in this chair, and lift 30 pounds straight up in front of me and then slide to the side. I'm old, son. That hurts my arms, my back, and my lower back. Okay, now that he's settled and everyone's settled and we're back, that world seed, single digit slowed down, is 3, 2, 5, 7, 8, 4, 0, 3, 8, 8, 5, 0, 4, 9, 5, 3, 7, 8, 7. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, we're probably just gonna jump... oh, 1 minute, let me make sure. And multiplayer is on for friends, and let's just go ahead and do invites, friends of friends. Let's do friends of friends. That way, anyone. And we'll still be able to invite her, we should be able to. No cheats, no packs. Attempt 28 to reach bedrock, days to beat 187. Here we go. Like I said, I'm probably just going to build a quickie mud base, find a place with food and shade, and I gotta hit the head right quick, and then we'll do a quick... yeah, we still got time. We'll do a quick cult of the lamb before I head in. Hopefully I'll be able to dodge the rain. If not, we might be skipping out on the walk-in stream just because I don't have means to waterproof my busted-ass phone. Once I can get a backup phone, we'll still continue. Oh, I'm in the deep dark. Okay. Oh, I despise these offset assholes. At least he's Australian. It makes it a little bit better with the accent. I just don't understand how soft-sits from America is infected places like Australia. You were a prison colony, son. You've never been free in that sense. That's not to demarcate or insult the good government of Australia. It's just... why are you pulling up American Penal Code for your shit? You need to be pulling up Australian Penal Code. You need to, you know... why are you citing the American Declaration of Independence? Doesn't Australia have a similar document? Maybe not a Declaration of Independence, but, you know... I just don't understand. It'd be like me getting pulled over by the cops and then bringing up the Magna Carta. Oh wait, some of them also do that. Am I about to die in less than a few seconds? Ah, fucking skeletons. As I said, y'all, it's nothing against the game or you guys. I do enjoy y'all's company, and I do enjoy the game. It's just... Cult of the Lamb is more fun than Minecraft for now. That might burn out as I finish the game up, or as I... Shit! I just don't think it's gonna get more... I don't think Cult of the Lamb is gonna annoy me quite as much as, like, Minecraft Hardcore, because, like... Y'all, look at this. I am surrounded, I am getting harassed, and I have just spawned in. Like, I haven't even collected wood yet, and I've already got, what, 3-4 skeletons chasing me, zombies. This isn't exciting, this is frustrating. If I spawned in next to a chest or with some weapons, maybe, but this is just hit the ground running. I don't understand this all. It's frustrating. God damn it. And I like the big mushrooms. I've always enjoyed them, but I kind of wish that... I remember a time, and it doesn't... I hope I'm not just misremembering this, but I vaguely remember a time that there were mushrooms, and it was like... If you chop down the big mushroom tree, you'd get a shit ton of mushrooms of that type out of the tree. Like, every part of it would give you, like, 3 or 4 mushrooms or something like that, you know? I mean, I might just be imagining that, but I vaguely remember that. No, I don't particularly like running in the canopy, but... I mean, the alternative is running through deep, dense forests that I can't see through, and skeleton, skeleton, zombie, 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 skeleton, 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 creeper, creeper, skeleton, skeleton. Again, I get it, but I don't get it. Then again, maybe it's just I'm getting burnt out. It's been 10 years. The whole reason I do this particular mode is for the fun updates, and it hasn't updated yet, so it's just, hey, peon, keep paying the monthly subscription so you can play the same fucking game you've been playing for 10 years without change, without end. And the dynamic lighting is pretty, but I like the Cult of the Lamb. I'm curious what my cult's up to. There's more to do in that. Then again, it's probably just I'm getting real tired of hardcore mode and the just constant attack and death screen, attack, death screen, death screen. It's tiring. It's exhausting. I already work a dead-end, soul-crushing job, so... just life, y'all. Sometimes life grinds you down. Like the stones on a beach. Life can just be a bitch. That was a poor analogy, I'm sorry. Let's make that analogy a bit better. Life is sort of like the wind on the beach grinding away the stone using the ocean. It's a constant. It's a grating, constant thing that you just can't escape no matter how hard you try. And by the time you finally get at least here in America, by the time you finally get the chance to sit and rest and not tie everything to being the best, looking the best, trying the best, doing the best, you're dead. So, there's nothing really to enjoy when you're dead. You're just gone. You're finally able to rest. And maybe the rest of America's like into that shit, but I don't get it. I kind of want to have a life worth living while I'm living it. Oh, well, you're giving it to your kids. I don't have children, and I have no interest in bringing children into this doomed and damned world. Honestly, every day I think, why don't they make vasectomies easier for dudes to get? I mean, if all these bitches are so worried about the world population exceeding and the world war, make vasectomies free. I mean, one, most dudes will take that in their early years because they don't want to have kids to begin with. Two, it's easier for dudes to both get them and get them reversed than it is for ladies to get any form of it. Also, it's a lot safer. Did I say how much safer it was for dudes to get vasectomies than it is for ladies to get whatever the lady version of a vasectomy is? And again, dudes getting their vasectomies reversed, while it's not 100% easy, it's like you're in, you're out, same day. Sometimes you don't need more than a local to get it done. Meanwhile, for ladies to, for lack of a better term, get their tubes tied, that's a surgery, because, like, you gotta go in, get put under, get cut open, have something put in to block the tubage without blocking it completely, or have the part of the body removed completely. Ovaries, I believe that one is. But it's like, I just, meanwhile on the dude's end, we just get a fucking thingy put on our scrot. It's just a little thingy, goes in the scrotum area, and it cuts off the testicle's ability to make sperm. We still make it, to my knowledge. The snake still has the venom. It's just your swimmers are nerfed. So that with a vasectomy and a condom, it is guaranteed you will not get the lady pregnant. And just in a world where, like, dudes are so scared of ladies getting pregnant and then suing them, why not just remove that worry completely, friends? Well, because then I can't make babies and leave lifeline. Okay, but guys, here's the thing that I really want to bestow upon you if I can, almost like eldritch knowledge, but you don't have to. But let me say that again for the ones in the back, and to be clear, those arriving late. You don't have to have children. It's not an imperative, and while it is a lovely thing if you want them, if you don't want children and you're doing it to propagate the bloodline, keep us going, stop. Fucking stop. Because the reason you have a child is because A, you have so much surplus you feel that you can share that with another life form, in which case I would say go adopt. There are plenty of children out there. But on the other end, you want to carry on your legacy. Weird, but okay. I don't understand the legacy thing is all, you know? The whole... maybe it's because, you know, even the ones in my family that have done arguably good and great things, I know I'm not them. I know whatever crotch goblin I and some poor woman create will not be them, nor will they be me. They'll be their own life form. And y'all, let me be clear, I would be a totally different camp if we were making real effort, like whole groups of, like, cities were making it to where we're restoring the plains and making edible walkways. By that I mean, like, for an example, it would be like making fruit-bearing trees the normal thing we plant rather than those fucking Bradford pears. Fruit-bearing trees instead. Instead of sodding off and making everything shit grass that doesn't grow anything, make it natural grasslands with natural plants that you can actually pluck and eat. Limit your fossil fuel usage. By that I don't mean do what I do and forgo driving altogether forever for good. No, I mean like cut back needless trips. If you're driving to your fucking mailbox, don't. Walk to it. If you're, you know, it's little shit that adds up, y'all, but we still need to do the little shit. Because we really need to be doing a lot more in the little shit, but it's like, like I said, y'all, it's, oh, we're such a proud and great country. Okay, but most of us were too scared to wear a fucking mask. We couldn't be inconvenienced to stay 6 feet apart when a deadly pandemic was going. It'd be like finding out the bubonic plague was spread because so many bubonic victims were just rubbing their boils on everything. It wasn't fleas and rats. It wasn't a natural. It was just those poor bastards couldn't help but rub their tumors on. They weren't tumors, y'all. They were buboes. But still, that they couldn't help but rub their pus-filled shit on things. They couldn't help it. That's what COVID taught me, is just, because so many of my fellow Americans, it wasn't just, oh God, this is terrible, and I'm going to shut the fuck up and go on about my day and just not. No, they were actively, like, children were licking doorknobs and toilet seats and walls and shit to try to get COVID, to prove that it was a hoax. People were fucking, oh, I've got COVID, but it's just stupid, so I'm going to go to the store. And it's like, to the ones who did that one, I think there should be, like, legal charges brought up. Because that, again, that's just fucking wild, yo. Hey, by the way, I've got syphilis. Want to watch me jerk off all over all this produce? It's like, no, and what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, genuinely, some of these fucking plague rats, but that's what it was acting like. I was starting to think, oh God, is COVID like one of those prion diseases where it affects your brain, and now I must spread the disease. Because that's what some of these people are. I worked with like 4 or 5 people that yeah, I've got symptoms, but I don't have a fever yet, so fuck, it's like, no bro, if you've got symptoms, isolate. What do you mean? Oh, I'm hungering for human flesh. I can hear your heart beating. But it's fine, let's go to work right quick. No! Take a $5. Go rest. Bed rest. But I think part of that's just, you know, the American problem that is, oh, I'm Star-Spangled Special. I need to make profit for master and boss. I need to make profit for master and boss, and master and boss will give me profit one day when they recognize how Star-Spangled Special and awesome I am. I mean, hell, it's like, and I can't wait to start bringing it up because I'm going to be a bastard about it. But Liz and Alan and all them riding Jesse's ass. But what, you don't never want to be a manager? Liz, I've worked here for almost 5 years now. I've never even been offered the chance. I've never seen anyone offered the chance. And at this point, if they chose someone like Alan or you to be my manager, well, they would be losing me as an employee altogether. And I'm not saying that as a threat. I'm just saying it as a nope. No, fuck that, no. Sorry, it's just the way it is, you know? And it's not me trying to be an asshole towards my coworkers, it's just, what is it with Gen X and this carrot stick nonsense? Well, don't you want to be a manager? Don't you want to get paid $1 or 60 cents more so that you too can be super stressed out and have more people bitching at you like it fucking matters? Come on, kids, don't you want to do that? No, fuck that. What would be the benefits? Well, once a year we go to a Christmas party and get shit-faced in Atlanta if you can get a ride. Oh, by the way, to be a manager, you have to have a vehicle, and it has to be up to date, and you have to keep insurance on it, and you have to... It's like they tie societal needs to just managing a shit shack, and it's like, how about this? You train me to be manager, you pay me more than the average employee, like enough that I'm not going to have to be worried about getting a second job, aka our head store manager moonlighting at a gas station and a secondary fast food restaurant. And then maybe we'll talk about management being something worth going for, but unlike some of these fucking Gen Xers and older millennials and boomers, I want y'all to stick around because you like what I'm yapping about. I want there to be a real solidarity between, wow, this motherfucker be spitting and cooking. Not, oh, well, Massa says I gotta stick around, so I better hang out with Massa say. No, fuck that. What the fuck? Genuinely, I don't want anyone to follow my words just because, oh, he knows more than me. Because, yeah, kids, I probably do know more than you if you're under the age of 20. Just basically existing through 9/11 and the Great Depression, and the Recession 2.0, and the Forever War, and Operation Never Again, and Operation Enduring Freedom, and Operation Spearhead, and the various other things that our crazy-ass fucking governments have done to try to kill us that I've both witnessed and been a part of at times. Yeah, I got just a little bit more knowledge than you do, having just now entered into the real fucky world that we're in. But, that being said, if you follow me because you like what I have to say, fucking cool. If you choose not to follow me, also fucking cool. It's okay for people not to like you. Somewhere we lost that. It's okay even for people to not give a shit. To be unconsequential. Because y'all, right now, today, if I were to get taken out in this storm, if I were to take myself out, nobody would really notice. Y'all would move on to another crazy streamer, probably Ciro's TV. He's another schizotypal disorder person who exists in this fucked up world as best he can, like we do. You go see him, check his stuff out. If I ever should disappear from this stream, go check him out. He's fucking cool, and he does about the same thing I do, but better. And it's like, yeah, go check him out. I'm forgettable. Nothing I do, nothing that you're doing on this platform is important. I would say me quietly picking up garbage and just going back to being an eldritch horror of our area, that would be more productive than what I'm doing right now. But at the same time, I'm still going to keep doing it until I at least start seeing some plants growing that are not just death and sod and stupidity. I mean, I do this because it's something worth doing. Like what I posted in, I guess, the gardener's thing, because he was getting all zen on us with, oh, nope, there we go. He was getting all zen with, hey y'all, in 2130, we're gonna all be dead, and everyone we know will be dead. We're building gardens that'll just go to ruin. We're focusing on things that won't, just, you know, the big picture. Wow. And yeah, that's true, but it's also not that special. I mean, if we don't do something very soon, by 2050, the world's going to be very unlivable for most of the human population. 2135, friend, the human race might not even exist by that point as we know it. Because again, if we don't do something very soon, 2055 is so far what most scientific experts say is our point of done. 2055, in about 20 years. So, if you're watching this and you're a kid like Greta Thunberg was, yeah, you're going to be dead. You're going to hit my age, and if you step outside on a warm summer day, it's going to be so hot your skin just catches fucking fire like it's goddamn Doom or some shit. So have fun with that, because I'll be dead by then. I mean, even if I live completely healthy, well-balanced, not stressed out, not working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, even if I change my entire lifestyle and suddenly live the life of the rich and famous, I'll be dead before we hit that point. And that's kind of what a lot of cynical jackasses have done to y'all, is, well, I'm going to be dead, so fuck it, who cares? Buy more Labubu, kids. It's, fuck this, I don't care, I just want to die with all the toys seems to be the main running point. Even though, and this is my hourly reminder to y'all, if we had no billionaires, global warming would quickly start to ebb out. If we just used AI to siphon through child abuse material so people didn't have to look at it, other than once to confirm what the fucking computer said, if we just used it as a massive database for scraping, I mean, it'd still be unethical as fuck. Every single search takes around 400 gallons of water, and water is a limited resource. So yeah, it's unethical. but there are ethical applications. The little AI app for blind folks like the Blind Surfer has. That's a pretty cool app considering it takes someone who's now blind and makes it to where they can do their laundry on their own. And all they have to do is be able to talk to their phone and have their phone function properly. But that being said, for every ethical use, there's some creepy motherfucker out there taking pictures of the high school girls he knew, putting them into ChatGPT and say, now show me their boobies. I want boobies. And it's like, for every ethical use, there is an unethical one. And until we get a society of not cancel, but consequence culture, it's not going to change. Because, yeah, how many... Dave Chappelle went on a horribly transphobic rant. He's now Netflix famous again. He sided with known Nazi Elon Musk and sucked Elon's dick on stage. Still famous in the right circles. I mean, Dr. Disrespect. Shown and admitted to trying to get with a small... That'd be like me getting in here flirting with some of my followers, which I will never do because I don't know how old y'all are and I don't want to flirt with children. I'm sorry. But it's just Dr. Disrespect trying to fucking pull tail of a fucking 14-year-old. And what happened? Well, we all got very upset and Call of Duty canceled him. And now he's back. Not even a full fucking year. The goddamn Hollywood pedo that was jerking off in front of child stars. Not C.S. Lewis, Jesus Christ. God, what's his name? He was a B-grade comedian when I was younger. He did the funny voices and talked about his nipples and things like that. Really awkward humor. Breathlessly talking sometimes. That sort of shit. Gaffel, no, not Gaffel again. He's fine to my knowledge. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's... Hell, Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein, notorious sex pest and child molester. Got canceled. Now he's coming back and his Titanic and all the other bullshit that he did, sales are going up because all the incels are calling him the greasy, nasty toad king that he is, a god. Did he ever face prison time? No. Why would he? He just molested women. Please, you think women are people? I mean, I think women are people, but that's also coming from the place of I don't really want to touch them that much. I mean, a hug, a friendly handshake, a comrade, you know, pat on the back, stuff like that, fine, cool. But as far as like, well, I'm virtue signaling, so a woman might touch my nasty body someday. No, and guys, if you're just saying nice things to ladies so you can get in their pants, you're not being good for ladies or for you. Seek therapy. Hell, let's all make therapy mandatory and functional in America. Well, that's not going to happen under Maha, of course. Fuck that, no, of course not. I think we might be skipping out on Cult of the Lamb today, but we got our initial little thing built. We're going to have to eventually travel out to get more wood. Thankfully, we won't have to travel far. And we're just going to stop here for the moment, I think. We're going to save. We'll check the time after a bathroom break and check Cult of the Lamb. It might just be the coffee thumping on my stomach. Who knows? But I'd say we got a pretty good wind-up done. I hope y'all are doing good. I'm sorry for all the blind fury with no actual things to change. But, you know, sometimes that do be how it is. All I can say is look for the people that are doing good and help them where you can. Even if all you can do is throw a couple bucks their way, that's still helpful. You're still participating in making the system better and less shitty. And sometimes that's enough, y'all. Sometimes it isn't the big wins. Sometimes it's just making it a little less shitty. Instead of doing the thing that would make it worse, doing the thing that makes it even slightly better. But then again, y'all, what do I know? The job I have is slowly starting to kill my soul. Mostly because everything is broken, and yet they still expect us to keep running full steam as if nothing's broken. I mean, everyone's your friend, and yet it feels like nobody's there. And I'm not saying that, oh, woe is me, throw hearts in chat, pity me. No, I'm saying, be nice to people, because you never know what people are going through, you know? I mean, hell, I don't doubt the people that I work with are good folks and good friends, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a genuine lack of empathy in this entire country, and it's just spreading like a disease. It was like one of my coworkers that I care for. He's a nice fellow. I would be sad if anything happened to him. But one of my coworkers, James, told the joke the other day, and I wanted to laugh. I want to be camaraderous with him. But no, fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. But I want to be friends, and I want to laugh with him and find humor in what he finds humorous. But sometimes what he finds humorous is schadenfreude with somebody that he should have compassion for and be like, meine Bruder, meine Sisa with. I don't remember the German word for sister, sorry. But it's like, instead it's just this hate. Well, I saw this video of a fucking Zoomer or a Gen Alpha, and she was working in a kitchen, and her coworker leads her to the sink, and she's just, it's a pile of dishes, and she starts to literally cry and go, well, do I have to do them all by myself? Yeah, that's what you signed on for, dumbass. And she's just laughing up, and I'm like, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I would have taken one that feels like rage bait, one that just feels like rage baiting old people, but also as a person, aw, kid, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's kind of just, that's the life we live. But why? Because a long time ago, we and my fellow Americans decided we would rather suck off rich people's dicks and let them have everything while we have nothing, than to stand on our own and be powerful and strong. It's much easier to cosplay strength than actually be strong. I mean, that's the thing, though, is I think deeper than a shallow egg cup. And that's not to say that he doesn't think. He's just constantly busy. Christ's sake, the boy was working the other week with a stomach virus so bad I thought he was going to vomit into the biscuits. But what other choice do we have as Americans? If you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't eat, you don't get better. If you don't get better, you get sick and die. At one point in time, I'd be able to say, well, we have the illusion of medical care in the sense that hospitals can't turn you away. But I mean, let's face it, from having bad teeth once upon a time, back when I had teeth, yeah, the hospitals don't turn you away. They just say, sorry, we can't help you, and then tell you what you need to do. In my case, it's to go to a dentist. In your case, it might be go to a chiropractor, go to a nephrologist, go to a gut specialist, go to a whatever the term is that you particularly need. And then they basically give you an opioid and send you on your way the first time. After the first time, they just take your $800,000, $900,000 something dollars and say, thanks, now go kick rocks. I mean, I'm not saying that to be like, oh, rise up, rebel, resist, although that is a badass song, and I think we should. I just still don't know how to go about it in a meaningful way, and once I find it, brothers and sisters, once I see the way, my brothers and sisters, trust me, I'll start speaking incessantly, never shut up about it, and the CIA will kill me like they did Martin Luther King Jr., or like they did any of the other civil rights people, like Malcolm X, the leader of the Black Panther Party, not Malcolm X, but I can't remember his name off the top of my head, like they did Harvey Milk, like they did several other people. And I don't think it was Harvey Milk, it might have been something else, but his last name was Milk, I remember his last name. He had as a Navyman, he had a warship named after him, which was badass, and then the homophobic Trump administration ripped that away because we can't let the gays have nice things. But yeah, it's... Look at any of the figures who preached and found a way for us to go peacefully. The government kills them. I'll be joining that list of good dead people as soon as I find a way to actually fight the government that makes a fucking difference. For now, I'll say, friends, we have to unite. Grow food. Do things that the government would tell you not to do because it scares them. And above all else, don't do what I'm doing and just get on YouTube and bitch about it. Get on YouTube and show yourself doing something to better it. Be not only a rage-baiting fucking incendiarist, but also be the knight on the front lines making the change you're wanting to see. Be the example you're trying to set. If nothing else, stand 10 toes down on it. But I don't know, y'all. I'm just a fry cook. I'm just trying to save the world any way I can, and I hope you'll join me in my mission. Anything you can do to make it better, we'll make it better together. And let's try our best to do it non-violently, because violent revolutions always end with a lot of bloodshed. Remember, I do love John Brown, but let's also take in the bitter irony that the first victim of John Brown's fight for freedom for the black man was in fact an innocent black man. Let's not forget that fact, folks. Let's not forget that while I do respect the Crips and the Bloods in L.A., they are also the main reason the right wing talks about, well, it's not cops committing violence. Why, look, they kill each other all the time. And for the record, don't fucking buy that bullshit. The master will never give the fucking slaves tools to take down the master's house. They're never going to be honest because it pays them lots of money to never be honest. But brothers and sisters, most of those gangs that they're so defensive of are direct responses to the police ignoring inner city neighborhoods, are direct responses to them being ignored and having to build their own protective rings. So, again, I don't particularly like the gang violence that's out there. I don't particularly like the cartels nor the mafias. But if we are not going to provide protection, protection must be provided. If you don't do it honorably, it will be done eventually. I don't know how else to say it, y'all, so just try to be good today. I gotta go to the bathroom after I get Shifu up on the couch again because my dog likes torturing me. Either way, y'all, it's 4 o'clock. I've got a little under an hour. I'm going to go to the bathroom, take Benjamin out so he can go to the bathroom, and then we'll probably do a quickie Cult of the Land stream or something. This is where we're ending here for now. Day 1 of the new build. And we're slowly getting somewhere. Y'all be good, be safe, work together, above everything else. Don't forget, punk rock ain't dead unless you kill it. We got this, man. Keep fighting, stay strong, endure and survive. We love ya. I'm gonna set that later. I guess it resets every time we die. Y'all be good. We'll see you later. Bye for now.